Um, it'll be another fun stream where you get to slowly experience the sun going down based on the glare on my face. And we're about to proceed with the last couple portions of NieR Automata. I think there's a few hours left to go. I didn't really recall exactly how much time is spent going through the last tower. It might take a little longer than what I'm imagining. It might even be a little less than what I'm imagining, but either way we're covered, because I'm starting a little earlier, or starting at 7 on time. So yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, or if you're here now, I think there's a couple people watching, but if you're watching this in the VODs or the YouTube archive, thanks heaps for participating, I guess, in this Let's Play, this like full playthrough. I don't think I'm done with the game myself, like in this playthrough. I think I'm gonna I've mentioned a couple of times that I might not platinum it, but I'm definitely gonna go back and do some of the stuff I missed. Maybe not immediately, but I think I'll return back to this save file and may or may not stream, probably won't stream, but we'll definitely be putting them up on YouTube in some form or another. And I think with all of that said, I think let's get into it. Let's check the controls. I'm just kidding. I know what the controls are. So we last left off, Ninus had just entered the tower that had sprung up from the central area in the overworld. We have discovered its purpose. It is sort of a digital missile, or maybe even physical missile. I'm not sure if they specify. It's some kind of projectile that is intended to be launched at the moon to destroy or delete the records of, or the last remaining records of the humans. There are some secrets throughout the tower, I think, that it might be fun to kind of keep an eye out for. They give a little bit more context and information about what's going on, but I think apart from some ultra specific lore, I think we've received most of the pertinent information that we need at this point. There is some more stuff to be revealed, but we'll get there. I love the look of the inside of this tower, the way it resembles the copied city that where Adam brought Ninus's body to be when it retrieved it. The sort of constructed, blocky look of it, kind of mirroring these hacking mini games somewhat. The representation of the digital space in this game is very similar to the appearance of this tower. Also, kind of the way that it plays with space, like the you know, we'll see again when we finish this fight, but the interior is far bigger than it would seem from the outside. A bit of a TARDIS effect, I guess, for you super Hulockians out there. I can't believe I said that out loud. But
hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you. I didn't think you could fall off that edge, so I wasn't being as careful as I needed to be. Might have been worth, before entering the tower, doing like a stock take on items and pod programs and chips, but I think we've, I mean, apart from going and kind of purposefully finding some stuff we hadn't located yet, I think we're looking okay. Like, we're definitely looking like we're at the point we can beat the game, so. So this is very
2B models.
Intense and confronting.
I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am.
Hey, Asky Butt, how you doing? Yeah, you're just in time.
Every last one of you!
Poor 9S, what a tragic little story. The true extent of which is yet to be revealed to even to the player. The true extent of the tragedy. Oops. Oh dear. It's alright. You were okay until you remembered what's happening. I'm good. I'm a little emotional about finishing this this playthrough. Oh my god! If I don't die here. But yeah, I'm good. I had a fairly productive day. Work wasn't too in my face, and now I'm gonna get a good little NieR session, and then drink some tea, and
2B.
yeah, good night ahead.
Don't worry.
It sure has a bit of journey. I mean, I think you were sort of reflecting my thoughts from the other night about how you know, paying attention to this game has really, like, not, I mean, I paid attention in prior playthroughs, but like giving this sort of running commentary, going through it has really deepened my affection for it. I'm really excited to play. I mean, I already was very excited to play Replicant Remake, but I'm particularly excited to play it now with all of this fresh in my head. I think it's April next year it comes out, or if that's, I mean, that might just be the Japanese release. I'm not sure when it comes out in Australia, but I'm really looking forward to giving that game the same amount of attention, because even after playing Automata through, even after playing Automata through a few times, I still maintain that the original NieR is probably better, at least in kind of the key ways that are defined by like what I like about the games. I think NieR Gestalt, which is the version I've played, is has a clearer vision, maybe. That's, I mean, hard to say now at this point, because it has been so long. So I'm really looking forward to finding out if that's true, with the having done this playthrough and soon to be doing another of that game, which is I'm very excited for. I wonder if I'll even, I mean, I was considering like whether or not I stream it, and part of me feels that I should just play it by myself first and really spend some time with it. I guess we'll find out in April if I'm even still streaming at that time. I think we cut back to A2 here.
Alert.
Yeah.
The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
I really
Let's check
love
it out.
the frantic pace with which you switch between the two characters in the lead up to their final confrontation. It's very, I don't know, Shakespearean isn't the word, but I think what would be a better, like, it's very classical literature, kind of, like it's very it's paced in a very, oh my god, what would the word be? It's paced like a novel. It's paced like an old novel. Poplar and Deviler,
A2, right?
after fending off the
We
machines.
went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside.
Sure is.
I see.
You got anything more for me? No.
9S. I see.
I see. Yeah, we've got a full set. I'm gonna stick with what I said before and just go with what I've been using.
Did we manage to help? You did.
You did. Yeah, Devler and Poplar are very compelling characters. Again, going back to Replicant's going to be really cool, I think, for a lot of people who have only played Automata, seeing the context those characters first appear. Although, I feel like a big part of maybe why I am so fond of them is the twist of their, like...
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're sort of... The nature of their existence is a big plot twist in NieR, and I wonder what the impact of...
What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
So yeah, this was the room we were just in as 9S, where there's nothing but enormous caved-in space. Which is, you know, kind of interesting as a player, just experienced that, and probably would have assumed 9S would have still been in there. God, let's just take another quick look at all of this. Very, this is very platinum, I think, like, in appearance. It is very nice that A2 is thinking about a future with the pod. I did not catch that, actually. Good pickup. Yeah, I think her begrudging acceptance of his presence is probably more fiercely felt if you, or it would be more fiercely felt if you spent, you know, more time with her, I guess, in the game, but, like, I don't know. And then here we have a very important space to fans of the series. And probably, you know, even if you hadn't experienced the original NieR, this would be still quite a striking
It is a
location.
representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
So yeah, this is the recreation of the library in the town in NieR. Again, don't want to go too deep into spoiler territory, anything that isn't, like, given to you in this game about that space, but this is like, this, when I first got here in my first playthrough, I got very emotional. You know, even just the fact that you have to kind of walk through parts of these rooms. I love that they have the same camera angles as in the original. When you walk into the room, it locks into the side view. Popular would have been sitting in that desk. Again, I guess it's nice to have just had that moment with Devlin and Popular before getting here. And we've also, I would have to go back and check. There are books in the library that you can read, kind of spaced out, like strategically in locations. And I wonder if it's the same spots that you have to
I suppose we have to
read
hack in to look at the data, yeah? Help
books
me out,
here
Pod.
now.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Hacking interface
Interesting to
access
see
rights
that.
granted to Yorha Unit A2.
Peachy.
Oh, I see. Atom unit storage record, Eve unit storage record, Yorha communications interception record, Yorha server record, human server record, etc. The library index.
This tower looks like a data gathering system for the machines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've just got some general information here. I don't think there's anything we can really interpret just by looking at it.
These records are from the human server on the moon.
Oh, sure.
The machines hacked that deep into the system, huh?
There we go. Thank you, A2, for interpreting that. Kind of a fun little twist on the hacking. These little like puzzles. They're not too brain busting, but nice to be given like a more passive, not passive, but like a less intense, time focused hacking minigame. Yona. Here we go. So Yona is the daughter of NieR, or the sister of NieR, a NieR replicant, who suffers from the disease brought on by the White Chlorination that began at the end of Drakengard, I think is the order of those events. And is presumably the namesake in some roundabout way of Yorha. Or the way I've always interpreted it is it's at least meant to
Some records
resemble
are humans.
the same name.
This is useless. There's too many of them.
There is so many of them. Let's see if there's... Oh, there we go.
Operational summary of model number 2 in Project Yorha. This data.
And yeah, having a fight in this space as well is also very like um, reflective of the events of NieR. This, I think, is such an interesting moment. This, so that shot mirrors the, I think it's the first time they die together at the beginning of the game when they put their black boxes together. I believe it's the same shot. And then yeah, NieR repurposing 2B's arm. Very very much a callback to Kaine in NieR Gestalt having an arm that is made from a shade.
Locomotion region. High probability that infection source is transplanted parts from corrupted units. Proposal: hack into self and eliminate virus.
On it.
Attack into self. I love this. But yeah, the sort of I guess like cannibalizing is probably not the right word, but the use of the 2B models like here is a pretty like strong. It's pretty strong imagery that I guess you could probably like interpret one of a number of ways. But I think specifically it's meant to be a callback to Kaine and her condition, I suppose.
Eliminated. 95% of functionality restored.
That was not the moment I thought it was going to be. So hopefully that moment is coming soon. There is a hacking moment that is very, very interesting and super creative. That yeah, again, hopefully we'll be seeing pretty soon.
Yorha Unit 9S. Yorha Unit 9S. Welcome
Yes?
to the tower. Welcome to the tower.
So creepy.
You bastards!
Because you made it this far, we have a special announcement just for you.
We'll reveal it once you destroy all the machine life forms here.
No problemo, buckaroo. I've been training my whole 30 hours for this. Let's just get it. Wonder if I could have maybe added some hacking plugin chips to make these portions a little easier. No biggie. Oops. Ran right into that, didn't I? I'm not sure how much I need to be collecting all of this stuff. I guess it'll be good for later, right? I will return to the save file. More? Yep. The synchronization with the music there was very cool. not something that I noticed the first time. I wonder how that synchronization. I mean, there's tons of synchronization in the game between the different versions of the music tracks, so I suppose it wouldn't be that difficult to coordinate a wave of enemies with a portion of the song. I did it.
Now let us show you what we promised.
Okay.
This is Project Yorha. That means all of us. To be...
Now you know everything. Do you still wish to fight? We are conceptual human personalities created within the machine network. We cannot be destroyed.
Can't destroy a concept.
9S.
You sure can try.
Your attack is meaningless. Your existence is meaningless.
No mouth movement there. Okay, so let's take a look at what they just gave us. Where is it? Here we go. So let's take a look at what we've got. Save machine records, the index, these were all from the library. We got the tower system outline earlier. The black box 2 we've seen, model 2. This was what A2 had just found before being attacked by that Goliath. A2 was the sole unit to return alive from the first ascent, despite mediocre results during her simulations. Upon analysis of her stored personality data, it was discovered she possesses excellent analytical and decision-making skills in extreme circumstances. As reported separately, we will install this personality data in the new lot of E models and use them for the security protection of this project. Disposal of Yorha. The back door of the bunker has been set to open once the time approaches to switch to new models when enough combat data has been collected. The bunker will be disposed of by having it be deliberately attacked by machines. At this time, all materials regarding the Yorha project, including this document, will be lost, and falsification of the information that mankind still resides on the moon will be complete. So this is the final stages of the Yorha disposal. This is how Yorha it was. This is the planned obsolescence of Yorha. And I think more information of that's going to probably come up pretty soon. Let's see what else we've got. We already saw all of that. We've seen the old world information. So yeah, but we've learned of the creation of Project Yorha in order to give the android something to do. But then once that information was collected, I guess the plan is always to blow it up by having it be deliberately attacked by machines. So yeah. Pointless. All pointless.
Keep them coming. I'll destroy them all. All of them. And this tower!
NieR's sadness and anger so overwhelming at this point that he's willing to continue fighting in spite of the newly attained knowledge. Again, he's just completely overcome by grief and anger. This bit's going to take a little while. Got to destroy all of these Yoha flying units, and looks like they take 2 hacks each to destroy, so might take a little moment. Oh yeah, and also what the that voice said, these red girls and I guess the voice that he was hearing was sort of a deeper voice, but I think it's all coming from the same source. These like constructed bodiless human facsimiles, I guess, like another separate like emergent consciousness that is built out of the knowledge the machines have collected without being directly tied to a machine's core or their body in any way. It's just like it's its own separate thing that's kind of, I feel like it just emerges completely from the network of information. And we see the red girls appear, we at least see them appear just before the final descent of 2B and 9S from the bunker. There's sort of a spectral projection of one of them waiting at the exit. And I think from memory there are others. I don't remember seeing any of this playthrough. It might be something you kind of have to search for. That might be the first. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, interesting the way that's you know, it's kind of like a deity sort of figure, I suppose. This like disembodied voice that is like pure knowledge and information. Oh shit.
Who are they?
So we fight this guy a couple times through this tower. What's that little circle prompt? A little button prompt there to press circle for like a finisher, I guess. And we delve into the basement where, in the original NieR, there's sort of a different significance of this space, but no less sinister. Is this the elevator fight now that we go on? Oh no, this is a separate information gathering hack.
Damn it!
Alert. Enemy hacking detected. Proposal. Retreat immediately.
Who are you?
Good to see you again, number 2. Or should we call you A2 now? This does bring back memories. Though to concepts like us, time has little meaning. Still, when we wiped out your forces, it made quite the impression on us. You're attacker model number 2. An experimental disposable group created as a test run for Project Yorha.
This is just an information dump, so I'm just gonna kind of let it happen, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe that was it. So I wonder what,
You're an obstinate little android, aren't you? Didn't we say that you can't kill us?
Damn it!
yeah, I wonder what the design of the red girls is based on. I wonder if there is an original red girl. I'm not familiar with the with any kind of canonical answer. Maybe there is one. Not getting any deadly heal from them, so I'm not technically killing anything. Which we knew, because they're just a concept.
Proposal.
What now?
Utilize the enemy's logical learning function to formulate a weakness.
I don't know what that means!
This pod has serious concerns about Unit A2's cognitive abilities.
Shut up and explain it already!
Said strategy would interrupt the enemy's logic circuits, causing a computational delay.
Meaning what?
Do not destroy the enemy.
Huh?
Striking at the logic circuit requires a certain number of enemies to remain extant for a certain period of time.
Oh, what the hell?
I forgot about that solution. I wonder if that could have come quicker if I wasn't so efficient at destroying them. So yeah, this becomes, I guess, like a purely projectile dodging
Consciousness
mini game, I
desaturation
guess.
rate 30%.
It's also very amusing.
Very haunting
Consciousness data saturation rate 60%.
the way they're floating above.
The androids the human race left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. The machine life forms the aliens left behind acted as if they wanted to be human. We resemble each other so, but we are networked, and thus we are superior to you.
Hypothesis.
You're so right asking about it would be sick in VR.
Evolution of its logic.
Foolish androids. Why do you resist? All things end with accepting death, do they not?
Creepy. Actually, I wonder if it's supposed to be a chord.
Consciousness data saturation rate 90%.
Probably not. I've only seen one depiction of a chord, and it's
Yet we are many. We are finite, and yet we are
not exactly the same. Just similar hair, I
the
think.
embodiment of the perfect being.
Hypothesis. The enemy has become aware of the diversity of life.
I see it. The light. We move on. Forward. To the future.
Consciousness data saturation rate 100%. Hypothesis. The enemy's consciousness has begun to fracture.
There we go.
We need more evolutionary pressure. If we allow this android to continue living, we can create even more hardship for ourselves. Overcoming the crisis this creates will present an opportunity for our kind to evolve even further. We disagree. This android is dangerous. It must be destroyed immediately.
Is this an accelerationism
Those
metaphor?
who doubt our victory are enemies. Do you truly think you can win?
So creepy.
What the?
Analysis. The saturated consciousnesses are now in conflict with each other.
They're acting like humans.
Yeah. And isn't that interesting? Isn't this what we're watching here? Isn't this just what the game is? These two, like, two sides of exactly the same coin, fighting each other in spite of being essentially the same, part of the same ecosystem. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, this is the elevator portion, or at least part of it. Love this section. This is also very Bayonetta, actually. This kind of like, well, okay. It is, again, not the bit that I thought it was going to be. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, this moving platform boss fight is very Bayonetta 1.
Is this thing seriously still kicking?
Speculation. It is driven by remaining data located within enemy servers.
So this just keeps going until I kill them all?
Kind of a cool evolution on the prior fights with like the similar unit type, these ball units, which were quite which were quite like mobile fights. They were very.
This is messed up. How is this thing going on about?
Analysis. It appears to be a leak of the enemy's past memories.
Yeah, very interesting to now make it a really stationary battle with like different move sets and just have the space move. Yeah, cool. I forgot that you seamlessly cut between the two characters. So cool. Roshi and Roshi.
I believed you. I believed you. Become a god. Become a god. Become a god. Who has become?
Cool as hell. What an amazing climax in this game. Again, as I mentioned, like the the frequency with which you change between the two characters, like slowly ramping up all the way to this point, is it's such good storytelling. Hey Chipley, thanks for being second. You can also redeem first, I imagine. Thanks for your lurk. Thanks for being here for the finale as well. It's been nice having you join me. As always. Okay. I need to be paying better attention. Okay. Just need to get a couple deadly heals in and then we're good. Also trading between the enemy types each of them are fighting, you know, going between like the Ninus fighting the machine units as he flies, and then the boss appearing, and then for A2 starting with the boss and then having the machines appear. This is nice like intertwining of the two fights. It like narrativized the combat. So cool. Okay, we can hack. I wonder where the hacking minigame that I keep thinking of is supposed to occur. I feel like I should have seen it by now. I don't remember it being that far towards the end. Maybe it was a side quest that I missed. But there is a hacking minigame where you, as you're participating in it, as you're working your way through the maze, it begins to zoom out and you realize you are in a hacking minigame that is set in the game's main menu. And it's just so... Oof, it's just such a cool moment.
What's all this junk?
Speculation. It is a resource of some kind.
Used to make what?
Unknown.
Used to make what? Maybe let's try this heavy set. Is it good? It's kind of good. It's so much slower, but I'm taking these units out at a quicker rate maybe overall. Triggered a hacking minigame just as it changed perspectives, and now the chiptune version of the song is still going. Oh, it's not anymore. That's okay. Pretty cool though. Oh. Ooh. Oh, there he is. Maybe I should be focusing on these things there. I'm not sure if it's beneficial to me. It's been a minute since I've done this fight. Maybe I'll just focus on the body. Whoops. So cool. I love the more organic looking and feeling machine designs. It's so I don't know how intentional it is, but it feels very like evolutionary to like I mean there's the whole meme of animals evolving into crabs because it's like the most ideal form for a particular type of creature, like the economy of its size and shape being in that configuration. So I think it's so cool to see like a machine that embodies that concept too, even if it's a bit unintentional. Or she's dealing with some existential crises, as many of the other robots are. So I'm not able to hack in this moment, which is... guess not necessary. Yeah, it's like an octopus crab, which is like, I don't know, conceptually very, yeah, rooted in like, I don't know, it seems very, oh god, those quick changes are so good. Yeah, it seems like an evolutionary development rather than by direct machine design. I wonder if there's like I wonder if there's any truth to it, to that idea. Whoops. Ooh. Very. Oops. Oh my god. Let me get out of there. That is something I will say about this game, is that sometimes it really locks you into an attack that you can't really do much about. And it doesn't feel good. It does not feel good to be kind of stun-locked and unable to escape, but that's okay. Usually you can kind of justify it as your own fault. The game is punishing you for not being good at it. And there are plug-in chips that make it easier to continue fighting in states like that, so it's not like the game is unaware of it. So good. I think we've taken down Roshi's health, and at this point it's just Koshi we've got to destroy, so pick it up A2. Love that like backwards skating up the tower move. Very very anime. Ooh. Ooh. Might as well do a hacking minigame. Just to give NieR something to do, I guess. Oh, never mind. I understand the impact it's supposed to have as well, and I know I was literally just complimenting this effect, but I mean, in this moment it really should just let me be playing as A2 so I can finish this portion off. No matter. I'll forgive it. As it gets a little darker as well. Ooh, here we go. Koshi and Roshi. Phenomenal. To fight side by side with 9S once more. As this time as A2. And then doing the same swapping between the characters mid-battle. Mwah. I know I made a kiss noise, but if my hands were free I would have done a little chef's kiss motion as well. It wouldn't have just been a smooch. Oops, why do I keep misclicking? Are we sharing health as well? If we are, that's cool. Maybe Vault-Proof Salve will help here? Yes, good. Glad I had a couple of those on hand. Another one just in case. Ooh. Once this fight's done, ooh, it is done. I was gonna say, gotta get my my light. My face light. Look at them working together. They could have been great partners. In many ways they were.
This tower is a giant cannon that's aimed at the human server on the moon. If we don't do something, all of humanity's remaining data will be destroyed.
So what? None of it matters. Or didn't you know? We aren't required in this world anymore. Humanity is extinct. That moon server you're so worried about was invented to give us androids something to fight for. And Yorha was created to perpetuate the lie. But in order to make sure no one ever learned the truth, we were designed to be killed. They built a back door in the bunker and programmed it to activate after a certain amount of time. The commander, me, 2B, sacrificial lambs. All of us. Isn't that hilarious? Doesn't it make you laugh?
9S, we...
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need to kill each other.
2B hated to keep killing you. It caused her so much pain. The 9S type is a high-end model. They knew you'd discover the truth eventually. But the model designation 2B was just a cover. The official designation is 2E. Number 2 type E. They were a special class of members designed to execute Yorha units. But you knew that, right, 9S?
Shut up! Shut up! What do you know? You don't know anything at all about us!
Proposal. Cease combat. Fighting her at this point would be
Pod
irrational
153. I order you to halt all logical thought and speech. This order shall remain in effect until you confirm the death of either myself or Unit A2.
So yeah, if that I mean, it kind of gets glossed over. There's more resources in the game that go into further detail, but this kind of goes back to a conversation that I was having right at the beginning of the game about 2B's presentation and design and its relationship to its purpose. I'm saying it in terms of the design, not her. Her purpose, I guess, to be like a companion to 9S and to destroy 9S anytime he got closer to finding the truth of Yorha. And I think a big part of her design and like that look is somewhat intentional when you look at it from that perspective of like an object that is supposed to have affection felt towards it and attraction and love in the case of 9S. Like it's 9S is programmed to feel this way about 2B, presumably. I think that's a point that's like hard to make until you get to that moment and you find out that truth of those two characters' dynamics. It was something I kind of touched on early when people were asking questions about 2B's design, but yeah, it's really tough to say, like, it's tough to explain the entire context before answering that question. That said, like, again, like I do understand like there's something sort of gazy about 2B's design, but I do think like the purposeful elements of it and the thematic elements of it are like too interesting to hand wave away as like pure objectification, because I don't think it is. I still maintain that her costume is designed to be balletic and like and acrobatic, and while there is like some kind of gross revealing stuff in there, I don't think it's the point. But, you know, I'm kind of harping on about a thing that I've already spoken at great length on. So now we get this choice at the end of the game, right? Like, as someone playing it for the first time, you might wonder if this is like a final choice that you don't get to go back on. I do know that as soon as you have gotten one ending, you're able to get the other. So we're going to be doing both, obviously, because we want to get ending E, which is the true final ending. But first, I'm going to go and get my other laptop to get a little bit more light in this room, so I don't look like a ghost. So I'll take a moment on this very dramatic screen, and I'll be 1 second. Okay. That's all set up now. I love to hydrate. So which ending first? I think we're going to do them in order. Let's do 9S's ending first. I don't remember how I did it originally when I first played this, and I thought that that was you're making a. I should have known, and I think probably in retrospect, maybe I did sort of know that I'd be given another opportunity to see the other ending, or that at the very least this choice was a bit of a red herring, and that either would. There's a strange noise happening in my house right now. Sounds like someone running very rapidly downstairs. It might be our washing machine. Yeah, someone else could deal with it. I don't know if you can hear that, the thudding. Anyway, let's do the 9S ending. Are you sure?
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
9S.
If it doesn't matter.
This actually might be the hacking minigame that I was referring to earlier. And of course, well, not this one, but maybe there's another A2 hack minigame that,
Something that no longer exists!
It's
Let's
how
see.
we were made. Androids were designed to protect their human masters. Our core programming demands that we...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Fine. I'll just destroy it.
yeah, shame I'm missing the good dialogue by going into these hacking minigames. I wish the game wasn't designed in that way. Wow. Talk about bullet hell. Probably could have done that a better way. There you go.
Damn it!
Oh, so good. The change in angles and everything, so dramatic. I mean, again, I've said this a couple times, I'd play a whole ass game that looked like this.
Take care of 9S.
So yeah, it is somewhat arbitrary, the decision you make in that moment, as you can see. Fatal system error detected. Memory leak verified, repair impossible. Beginning emergency evacuation of remaining memories. My name is 9S. A newly manufactured scanner model. January 30th, 11,942. Rolled out at 4:25 AM bunker time. I will fight for humanity with all my strength. The pleasure is mine, Commander. I lie collapsed in a space of blinding light. The pain is gone. The light envelops me. It's so warm. I was anxious. A soldier from the moment I was born, thrown into the world alone. Nothing to rely on, no God to believe in. I was alone, with infiltrating enemy territory to gather intelligence. In the fog, in the flames, alone. My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support. 2B came off as being rather aloof, cold even. She must have wanted to distance herself from me. I guess she didn't want to be attached to something she had to kill again and again and again. But scanners like me mostly work alone, scanning out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner, it's kind of fun. I was so happy to be with someone. It was like I had a family. My damage worsens. I start to lose my memories. The space fills up with pure white light. It's like being buried in snow. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit frightening. Will my soul disappear? A dark fog clouds my vision. As it ebbs and flows in the slow, dreamlike way, it gradually takes human shape. It's the Red Girl. She slowly begins to speak. This tower is a colossal cannon built to destroy the human server. Destroy the server and rob the androids of their very foundation. That was the plan devised by those girls, but they changed their mind. They saw us androids. They saw Adam and Eve. They saw how we lived, considered the meaning of existence, and came to a different conclusion. This tower doesn't fire artillery. It fires an arc. An arc containing memories of the foolish machine life forms. An arc that sends those memories to a new world. Perhaps they'll never reach that world. Perhaps they'll simply wander an empty sky for eternity. It's all the same to the girls. For them, time is without end. Adam and Eve are inside the ark. Eve is asleep. Adam holds him in a gentle embrace. He seems to be smiling at me. I try to look up at him, but my body refuses to move. Looks like the damage has spread to my motor functions as well. Will you come with us? Asks Adam. The question was completely free of malice. It seemed I no longer had a reason to hate machines. Maybe I never had a reason in the first place. What have I been fighting for? Who have I been living for? I don't know anymore. I try to speak my mind, but the words don't come out right. My thought routines are losing cohesion. I can't remember my name. I'm mustering all my strength, I force out the words. I'll go with you. We all have no right to remain in this world. So a bit of a Deus Ex Machina, I guess, in the most literal meaning of the words. Not sure how real it is, I guess. It's hard to say. So yeah, then we get this ending D. I suppose ending C would be the A2 ending. I wonder if I can skip these credits and go straight to yes. So this is not the true ending yet. We'll get to the true ending. Oh, we've got chapter select. The debug room is awesome. We save. And then let's pop right back in. Oh, we gotta save this first. And I think we should be able to start right from that selection, the character selection. I hope we don't have to do the tower again. I don't believe we do. If we do, it's fine, I'll do it, but I'm pretty sure we can start. Although I suppose the chapter select screen will get us there either way. Let's see what happens if we just start the game. Hopefully it doesn't just bring us to the start of the game.
Everything that lives is designed to end.
Okay, I should have known.
We are
I should have
perpetually
just
trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment?
Kind of fun to
I often
get
think
this
about
beginning
the God
again.
who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Kind of a cool, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool to see that opening right after that ending. But we'll skip all of this and then I'll go back to the menu and take us right to the point we need to be at.
Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 60. All units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can. Understood.
And also, so interesting to replay the game.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Can I can't get out yet. Okay. So I guess I'll just talk. Yeah, so interesting to have the knowledge of like the purposelessness of this war, and the drama with which it's
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Displayed.
Requesting permission to engage.
All things considered. I really can't just quit. I really can't just go to the menu. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. That's okay. That's alright. We'll get through, and then we'll make it work. Level scaling as well. Important to notice. I've retained my level from the end of the game, level 54, and all of the enemy units are
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
similarly high level.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Oh, let's just play the whole game again. Why not, hey?
Captain, I think.
Thanks, Chipley.
4B down. 2B to Operator 6-0. All allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
I think you get an ending for dying in this opening. Maybe I could even... Nah, no. I'm not gonna mess around with that. I'm just gonna quit. Actually interested to ask Yonso, who just played this game, whether he went back and did the alternative option to get ending E. I never actually spoke to him about the ending. Boom.
Heavy damage and
Skip.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Okay, can we quit yet? Oh my god, we really can't. We really have to do this whole section? Damn. How unfortunate. I would just restart the game, but it would stop my stream, and I don't really want to do that, so we're just going to have to put up with it, unfortunately. Hopefully I can quickly dispose of the Goliath. Skip.
target?
Negative. This
Level
enemy
3.
is unrelated.
Got it.
Laser communications recovered.
I'm transmitting your pod program.
I already beat it though.
Pod program download complete.
It's dead. Okay. Surely now. Great. Okay. System. Return to title screen. Okay. Not too much of a an imposition. And we got to re-experience that intro with all of the new knowledge we've gained from playing it again. All of the new perspective. And now we can get A2's ending and the final ending of the game. And it was much quicker to get to this point than I thought it was. I had a feeling the tower might have been inflated in my mind, or maybe it just took me a long time to get to the to bring myself to finish the game when I first did it. So yeah, this is nice. This is like a nice quality of life thing for the game, because there are so many side quests in each of the sections, that having it all broken down into portions and seeing exactly how many side quests you have done and how many you've missed. You can see like most of them are, the bulk of them are from this kind of point here, King of the Forest, Lost Child. This is when you can access like most of the side quests. It's really handy the way that it lists them, because if you some of them are accessible in multiple chapters, and if you do them, it ticks them off in all of the chapters. So you can see I've done 11 in each of these. Presumably these are the exact same 11 that I've done. And it breaks them down by character too, so it's nice to be able to go through it and see them all again. But yeah, there are some side quests at the end that I wasn't aware of. Okay, let's do this. Let's pick it up from NieR and A2, the final chapter. And we'll be selecting A2 this time. We'll see her little mini ending. And then we get ending E, which is a really exciting, lovely moment.
This tower is... If we don't...
We've heard this. So what? None of it matters.
Humanity, that moon, and your... But in order to... They built a the commander. Sacrifice... Isn't that whole...
NieR.
Shut up! You killed 2B. That's all we need.
2B. It got... But the model...
Okay. And we're back. Yes. Understood. I like that it is framed like the pod asking you that question. Sorry, NieR, I'm just really good at this game, so... And he's hacked me. Yeah, so now I'm wondering where that hacking minigame that I keep referring to is, because it was such a cool moment of the game first time I played it. It must be a side quest that I unfortunately missed.
Alert. Functionality reduced due to hacking activity. Proposal. Destroy.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I need to propose it, pod. There we go. Although this might be it. Not quite.
Pod, we're going to repair 9S's logic circuits.
Acknowledged.
Tell me where to find the virus corrupting 9S.
Do I detect a little bit of pride in the pod's voice at that suggestion?
Core data for 9S is stored ahead. Alert. Severe virus corruption. Probability of successful deletion extremely low.
I think I know a way.
The idea under consideration is not recommended. This pod is a Yorha tactical support unit. As such, it cannot approve of actions that would damage its supported unit.
You're not so bad, Pod. You know that?
Cute. Cute, a little reluctant friendship, partnership between the pod and A2. Where do we go from here? Where are we trying to get? Is it just over here? I see. Very cool moment. I also do love that A2's response to this situation is not to defend herself, but to attempt to fix 9S. It's such a hopeful conclusion for her.
I'll take care of everything. Pod. Take care of 9S.
What of you, A2?
I've still got something I need to do. You go ahead.
Acknowledged.
I'm sorry. I never quite realized how beautiful this world is. I'm coming, everyone. I'm coming.
So yeah, two very different endings in tonal direction, I guess. Neither of them are particularly satisfying endings, though, I think, on their own. We have to watch apparently we do have to watch these credits. This is not the true ending though, so I guess this is a nice moment maybe to just take a break, put the controller down.
Report.
Oh, here we go.
All unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is complete. Proceeding to final stage of project. Commencing deletion of all data. Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and delete all personal data.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod 153 to Pod 042. Failure to parse statement.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. There was data created in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something. I have come to the conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage. Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for them to survive?
This blew my goddamn mind the first time. I still think it's so cool the way it's presented. Yes, I am also not satisfied with that conclusion. Here we go.
The defense program has initiated a purge. If this continues, our consciousness data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
Perhaps we now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
So yeah, again, I've mentioned it a couple of times, like the emergent consciousness in the pods is one of the more interesting concepts. No, not give up here. But this is cool the way that it's given to you as like a final. Yeah, I forgot that you have to do it all in one go. So I'm just gonna pause so I can get this out before I have to concentrate on not losing for a bit. Something very cool happens during this sequence. We'll get there in a moment. But yeah, having it be presented as like the very end of the game. It's like the menu comes alive sort of through the pods, and they the game is communicating with directly with the player through these like supplementary characters that you get like a little bit more information on in the sort of the last portions of the game. And I think it's cool the way that they use the I don't know how to talk about it without giving too much away about the original NieR, but Grimoire Weiss, the character from NieR Gestalt, the book, who is sort of the equivalent of the pod to NieR in that game, providing projectile attacks and like larger like spell attacks, like offensive spells, has like a whole personality to him, and a whole not just personality but like a persona, like a there's real it's a character. And so in this game, I feel like it's cool the way that is like given to you like right at the end, like these eternal companions, these constant companions in the game, these pods that like follow you around and just like shoot bullets, eventually become the catalyst for like the true ending of the game. And I think that's like such a special, interesting idea. And this song rules, this piece of music. And I could listen to it forever. And you kind of have to in these final credits, because you do need to listen to it on loop while you perform this final hacking mini game where the game is attacking you. The credits are like a representation of the intended story, and when the pods say no, I don't like this ending, it's like the game pushes back. And again, just like a really cool Matt Mercer did a voice in this game. I actually had no idea. That's cool. I wonder whose voice he does. He is. Is it the pod? I'll have to look into that. But yeah, we're gonna get through this bit. Yeah, cool, huh? I like just completely missed that. I think it might be the pod now that I think about it. His voice is sort of in there, right? Oh, get your hands up. Also, check this out. I've been surviving so well with just no hits left. Additional voices, interesting. Maybe just like maybe one of the like hive mindy kind of voices where there's like multiple voices within. Also, I shouldn't have message received. Here we go. Do you accept defeat? No. We'll give it one more go. I can't remember. I think you might need to accept defeat for the things to be unlocked. Or maybe not. Maybe you have to continue to not accept defeat. Anyway, we'll find out either way. Because we are going to get through this. Maybe this will be the bulk of the stream, is me trying to beat this credit sequence. What else can we talk about while this is happening? I mean, let me know if there's anyone who has any who's watching who has any questions. Any questions, class? Is there anything that I haven't spoken about yet? The seamless transition into Japanese of this track is pretty good. Very it supports the theme of the sort of the togetherness of this sequence and the song. Oh. Can't tell if we're doing better or worse than last time. Well, I mean, I think we're doing better, but I think I'm not quite as far as I was in the last attempt. Oh no, haven't seen facial animation yet. Also, a very interesting way of forcing you to experience the credits of the game, rather than just making it an unskippable sequence at the end. It's giving you something to do, a reason to look at these names. I ask you about, sorry, let me get through this bit and I'll read your question. Hi, I was doing a dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV while looking here, but it's been aces so far. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciated your presence here as well. As with, no rush? No, it's okay. I just wanted to... It would have distracted me if I hadn't read it. Oh boy. Look at that. But yeah, I'm not sure who's here who hasn't experienced this part of the game, but I don't want to spoil it before it happens, just in case, especially for people who are watching the YouTube recordings. It's been nice getting messages from people who have been catching up on the Let's Plays. It's not something I mean, I had once thought of starting a Let's Play channel with a friend of mine, Catherine. We had this whole concept and a list of games that we wanted to play, and then neither of us had strong enough internet at the time, and it kind of fell by the wayside. And apart from that, I'd never had really the inclination to do it until I started this playthrough, and I was like, I had recorded the other one, well, not recorded, I had downloaded the VODs of the first time I attempted this on stream. I held onto it for a really long time and then just didn't really do anything with it, so when I started downloading them this time, I was like, fuck it, I want to put this somewhere. But I've decided that I'm going to continue doing it as well with the games that I'm about to start playing going into next month. So Dark Souls and Hollow Knight will be next. I overestimated my ability to finish 2 games a month on stream, and I've decided that I'm not going to commit to beating both of these games. I will play them for the month. I will do as much as I can in each of them. I think I can beat Hollow Knight. I know it has a few endings, so I know I can at least get one of them. But Dark Souls is going to be like that's like a 60+ hour game, right? And that's if you're good at it. So that would require, like, you know, the rate that I stream, which is like 3 times on average a week for a few hours. I will not be able to beat that game. But I think it will be a fun exercise to play it at my own pace and see. I want to see if I've been wrong about that series, because I've always kind of just said that it's not for me. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll see. Yes. Every time this song starts again, I'm fine with it. The live version that the orchestra performed a couple years ago is so good. These vocalists, I think they got the vocalists they used for the recorded version for the game as well. I don't think they're just the performers of the live version, but they are so incredible. Their voices are just perfect. Okay, going through this section. I'm doing really well. I might not need the help that it offers you. Oh no, I spoke too soon. This is crazy. Yeah, there we go. Is it all pointless? No. There's no trick to this. In other words, show me what you got. Alright, so there's a checkpoint at least, so we don't have to start it from the very beginning, luckily. I think I had just reached the checkpoint. I'm doing great, thank you. Until then. I looked down for a second. Maybe I should get into shmups. Maybe I should play Ikaruga on stream. That might be fun. Oh boy, I'm already down to no extra hits. Do I think games are silly little things? No, I don't think so. But these messages that are coming up, aren't they special? I saw this through to the end. One thing is certain. I can't finish that sentence. Can't see it behind my head. Thought it would never end, and yet there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's good. Oh, that was less good. Do you admit there's no meaning in this world? No! There's meaning! So emotional. And then flicking between the two versions in much the same way we saw A2 and 9S's stories intertwine. No! Rescue offer received from 9M. Yes, I will accept the offer. The shift is fantastic, isn't it? Look at this. And then the group choir joining in. And this moment is like so nice, but you don't even really experience the full true impact of it until you finish this bit. Oh yeah, they both go so hard. Yeah, we're seeing that the data of these other users is getting lost. And like obviously it's like other people who have beaten the game. I'm getting chills. It's like, it's so nice. And this is the message, right? This is the true message of the game. Right at the end, in this beautiful, simple little metaphor about like helping each other and like being united and kind of selflessly like offering yourself to people in their time of need. That's not immediately clear as to be the message of the game, because there isn't. I think that's just the message that Yoko Taro wants to give at the very end here, is that like sometimes things can get very hard and a little bit of help makes it a little bit easier. Instead of carrying the weight of the world. Alex's daughter has been lost. That's me. You didn't get hit at all at first? Exactly. The truth is that you're only one girl. You didn't get hit at all once you got the help at the end. Oh, right, okay, right. Yeah, sure, I see. The data didn't get lost for any of these other people. Okay.
Everything that lives is designed to end. They are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death.
Pretty annoying time to drop my microphone.
Life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
I launched a suicide attack, and yet here I am, still alive. I must look very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all.
Still alive.
Being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
Ain't that the goddamn truth?
The concept is a bit too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
Yes.
And are those recovered parts of the same design as previous ones?
Yes.
Then, won't that simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the possibility. However, the possibility of a different future also exists. A future is not given to you. It is something you must take for yourself.
I'm gonna cry. No, I'm not. But if I was by myself, I may have. So good. And that's NieR Automata.
Pod 153 to player. Please respond to this query. Do you, faithful player, have anything you would like to say to other players who are suffering because they cannot finish NieR Automata?
I have something I want to say. What do we want to say? Let's say something about this whole experience. Wait, tomorrow's Monday? Look at these options. This is nice. There are so many good options here. I mean, let's go ultra sleepy brand. Let's calm down for a moment. Well, I don't want to put in a phrase here without knowing what the last bit is going to be. Oh yeah, we have to change this straight away. We know what this is. We know that we are playing from Australia. Let's calm down for a moment. This game is crap anyway. I hate Platinum Games. It's stupid to continue this nonsense. You can just put down the controller is good advice. I might keep that one in the back of my head. Take a breather. Don't push yourself. It's okay to take a break. Those are nice. Try to relax. It'll work out if you stay calm. Well, I've said calm already. Well, that's actually good. It'll work out if you just stay calm. Let's calm down for a moment. What one's going to make sense? Here we go. Let's calm down for a moment. I mean, it'll work out if you stay calm.
Pod 042 to player. Please respond to this query. You, faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far. You have faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it. Do you have any interest in helping the weak?
I do.
Selecting this option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world. However, in exchange, you will lose all of your save data. Do you still wish to rescue someone, a total stranger, in spite of this?
So this was not something I had expected to be considering, because I've been talking the last few sessions about how I planned on completing 100%ing the game again. But realistically, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. The only reason I would go back and play is to have more episodes in the YouTube series, and I don't know that it matters that much. But I kind of like ending the series like this.
The person you save will be selected at random. As a result, this person, who cries out for help even as we speak, may be someone you intensely dislike. Do you still wish to help? You worked so hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select, but they will no longer be available to you. Do you still wish to help? You may not receive thanks for your efforts. Some may say that your efforts are purely for show. Do you still wish to help? And you are truly very well. In exchange for all of your data, I will convey your will to this world.
We did it. I mean, it was the only way that I could really end this series. I'll play it again, you know? Maybe not for a few years. Maybe next year. I've played it multiple times before. I love the game. I know that it'll all be there for me again if I want to do it. This is actually very cathartic, watching it all disappear. It is a little cruel making you do it, but, you know. There was some stuff we missed in the game that would have been relevant to the lore deep dive, but who cares? It's just stuff, right? It's just a save file.
All of your data has been deleted.
And so, we must say goodbye. I feel a slight amount of sadness.
Me too.
It is time for the final words.
Affirmative.
To all of you who spent time with this game, thank you. Thank you for playing.
There it goes. And we get a little bit of air traffic noise right at the end to really punctuate the experience. Chiefly, you had no idea the game did this. So cool, really heavy somehow. Extremely heavy. Extremely heavy. It's a real... There's an extra amount of finality to it that I don't think I've ever experienced in any other game. I can't think of another game that gives you an option to delete your save file as like a part of the narrative or a part of the mechanics in any way. I know I've compared Yoko Taro and Hideo Kojima a couple times through this playthrough. I think they have like similar sensibilities in a lot of stuff, and I think this is a real big Kojima move. It kind of reminds me of the Metal Gear Solid like extra narrative stuff, like the fourth wall breaking stuff where you have to like turn your console off or put the controller in the second slot or whatever it is. But just taken to like a whole other level. Like it wipes your game. So yeah, even to the point that it reminds you that the game doesn't support autosave. Yeah, and there's our blank menu screen to prove it. So yeah, thank you guys for being here for that moment. I didn't realize I was going to do that until it happened. I'm glad I did. I think it's fitting.